Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of GitHub and exploring its powerful tools that developers are using every day. If you're a coder, you've probably heard of GitHub. It's like the social network for developers, right? But it's not just a place for storing code. There's so much more to it that can make our lives easier as developers. So, let's kick things off with the core aspects of GitHub. At its heart, it's about collaboration. Ever tried working on a coding project with someone else and found it a bit chaotic? Well, GitHub helps to streamline that. It's like a well-organized library where every version of your project is stored. Each change is tracked, and you can roll back to earlier versions if needed. It's like having a time machine for your code. Speaking of collaboration, there's this amazing feature called pull requests. It's totally a game changer. When you make changes, you can submit a pull request. This is a way to ask your teammates to review your code before it gets merged into the main project. It's a bit like asking a friend to look over your essay before you submit it. This process not only improves the code quality, but also encourages team discussion. I remember this one time when a friend and I were working on a project and we went back and forth on a pull request. It made our code so much better, and I learned a ton from the feedback. Now, let's talk about another interesting feature, GitHub Actions. Imagine automating your workflow without the hassle. With GitHub Actions, you can create workflows that automatically run tasks like building your code or running tests every time you make a change. It's like having a personal assistant who takes care of the boring stuff, giving you more time to focus on the fun parts of coding. And let's face it, coding can be fun when you're not tripping over tedious tasks. Then there's GitHub Codespaces, which creates instant development environments in the cloud. This means you can start coding on any device without the need for complex setups. I mean, how cool is it to pick up your laptop at a coffee shop and dive straight into a project without worrying about dependencies or configurations? But wait, there's more. For developers looking to dive deeper into the GitHub universe, there's the GitHub Sponsors Program. This is a real gem for open source developers. It allows people to fund the developers whose work they appreciate. It's like a tip jar for developers, and it helps keep the open source ecosystem thriving. As we wrap this up, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you explored any of these features? Which one do you think could improve your coding experience the most? Remember, the world of GitHub is vast and always evolving, so keep checking it out and experimenting with these tools. Until next time, keep coding, stay curious, and we'll catch you in the next episode.